The only thing that awaits you is doom. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Dr. Doom, who will doom your opponents with his Doom bots. This is a 6-mana 3/3 that draws you cards each turn and is indestructible if you have an artifact creature, making him a fantastic card to play with indestructible artifact creatures. That's right, I'm talking about things like Super Adaptoid. There's also one in Karlov Manor that I'm not playing, because if you can have an indestructible artifact, Doom will stick around to enact his evil plans and take your opponents out with Villainous Wrath, which is the theme of this deck. This is a mono-black villains deck. When I first built this deck, I was actually mostly playing it as a control deck. Tons of kill spells and hand hate. But now, I'm playing with villains. And when you're chilling with villains, you're going to be taking advantage of that extra card draw to trigger some other spells in your deck. Whether it's Madame Mask spitting out more villains, or the plans themselves, which also make Dr. Doom indestructible. That's right, he's indestructible if you control Doom reigns supreme, or construct a cosmic cube, or even robot domination. It's going to be hard to take him out as he draws you more and more threats. And I like that in Mono Black we have this theme of plans, draw two, and connive that all come together, fill up the graveyard, and allow you to take down your opponents as you connive your evil plans with cards like MODOK, and of course, all of the cheap removal spells that you can draw off Dr. Doom. This deck is a very fun way to use the standard Brawl cards to build to a bit of a theme, which in this case is Dr. Doom. Happy Doomsday, everyone! Let's take it into the queue and see what Doom can do. Cosmic Spider-Man! It's Spider-Man! Now there is a villain card that if it deals combat damage to a spider, kills the spider. It is not in this deck. What do I have here is a whole bunch of 3-drops, which isn't great. I do have plenty of 1 and 2 drops in the deck, but I'll still keep this because these cards are good, and having instant speed removal for Spider-Man is very helpful because at the start of combat, he gives one heck of a pile of keywords. He gives Flying, First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, and Haste to all your spiders. And it's usually that life point swing and that evasion makes him not impossible to deal with, but pretty tricky if you don't have a kill spell. He is a Spider-Man. Spider-Woman? Ugh, making my stuff enter tapped? You know what she is? She's a menace! I'm going to play Mr. Zemo. This is a more powerful creature, but I want to start setting up for some villainy. Unfortunately, the second card draw will happen like when I cast this. Still probably worth going for it. I'm probably going to duress and then decide what I want to do. I'm not going to be able to trigger Zemo. Usually in this deck, he's just a good villain with a good ability. Occasionally, you might get to cast 3 things for free. Okay, a twitching doll with this adorable, like, I mean it, adorable alt art here. Yeah, do I let them potentially get this next turn? I'm gonna take a lookie here. What's up, Whiplash? Bushwhack and Get Lost. They do have 2 lands. But I could survive a hit from it. Yeah, I want cubes. A lot of removal in this hand. I'm going to take out this removal. And I'm going to swing in for 5 because these are going to fly. You like the MCU Zemo? You like his little dance? I made a Zemo deck for Historic Brawl, and people in chat had to link me to the club scene. Here comes Cosmic Spider-Man. Swinging in with his spider plan. Oh, actually, let me lead with this Hex. Land. Make a villain. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. I need like most of my deck in the graveyard. You want to play Miles Morales? He's not a spider on his front side, but he is still a pretty good card. But he wouldn't get the bonus from Cosmic Spider-Man. Were you trying to gain life? Are you gonna whack my villain? This is not a bite, it is a fight. So they wouldn't be able to kill this, just this. Not that it matters. I have a Hero's Downfall in hand. Oh my god, wait, using Hero's Downfall on Spider-Man? I'm the funniest man alive. I actually could have gone for killing Spider-Woman, potentially. Since the Connive could make this bigger. So let's see, do they have a protective spell? They're using Bitter Triumph. Okay, that's fair. Agents of Hydra, please go to the graveyard. Alright, so everybody dies. Suffering awaits. How's Dr. Doom's doohickey doing? That's pretty fun. I will give you... flying to start. Technically not a villain. Just a murderer. I want cube. Give cube. Cube me now. Cube, please. What? You gonna kill my super adaptoid? Oh, they're probably trying to decide if they want to attack or not. They're 1 mana away from flipping this. Yeah, we were looking at some cards that are, like, even from a comic and cartoon kind of sense, they're not villains for Magic. Like, Super Shredder is not a villain. That's why he's not in the deck. And it's like, he's Super Shredder. Yes, he's a villain, but he doesn't have villain as a type, and I wanted this to be a villain's deck. Yay, a land! Okay, so I'm gonna go for Indestructible. Dr. Doom and his Doom bots. And I'll swing in with all of these. Blocks is for blockers. Also, I'm swinging with an Unstoppable Slasher, and that's part of why. Yeah, he's villainous, but not a villain. Yeah, like Valgavoth and Nicol Bolas. Oh, wow, you could actually remove the counters from this guy using Heartless Act, too. Yay, villain! Hooray, more villainy! I don't actually think this card is very good even in this deck, but it's funny! And it's thematic! And I beat Spider-Man! That's canon now. Gilgamesh, Master at Arms, is an extremely explosive commander that brings out some free equipment and equips some of it for free. I find that Gilgamesh is one of those, you ramp, and you go crazy on it. It's a little bit of a slot machine because you never know what you're gonna hit, but as long as you're putting good cards into it, and we also now have things like Meteor Sword and stuff, you are going to have a good time. I like playing my Gilgamesh deck in Standard Brawl, and I will highly recommend it if you want to play this character. Like, play it in Standard Brawl. It does work in Historic Brawl, but I don't know, it's more fun in Standard Brawl. There's a similar new commander too, Tony Stark / Iron Man. The one's Tony Stark on the front side. Is this the guy who goes infinite with Helm of the Host? No, that's the other Gilgamesh. The one that tutors for Helm of the Host. Which is a lot more annoying. Overlord to set up. Or Bat. Overlord! Yeah, there's a Godo who has Gilgamesh as a skin. That's the one. Heraldic Banner. A little bit of red getting buffed up. I gotta hit the hand. Let's see what you got. Some just have a burn spell for the bat. Okay, that is a burn spell. Oh, they had a redirect lightning. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to redirect it. I think you play Fire Crystal next turn. So I'm going to hit Fire Crystal to try to make them use the chainsaw on the bat. Driving you batty. Boop. Knowing about the redirect lightning, though, is pretty good. Yeah, now they would need to get a hasty equipment. Or, like, take another turn to play something like this in order to get 2 triggers in 1 turn. Ooh, Patchwork Banner. I will name Villain. I need to ramp. Just as they do. And here! A villain! Agents of Hydra! It's a cutie, look. It's not Bob. No, Bob has his own card. Okay, so they went for Fire Crystal because they didn't get a land. And that does mean they're going to get the double trigger off Gilgamesh unless I get instant speed kill spell here, which I did not. I have some choices, though. I could go for Claw and Slasher. I could just play Doctor Doom. It gives me an indestructible blocker. And this would give me a death-touching blocker. Doom it is! Get that card advantage. Find me more villains. Gilgamesh getting Gilgamessy. Found a Buster Sword and a gold pan. Okay, so neither of these are too scary, but they do get another roll because they're going to attack in. All right, what equipment's coming in? Nothing! All right, I'm going to sacrifice these 2 Doombot. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll just use these 2. Because that way Dr. Doom lives through it, and I'm only losing 1 creature. All right, 1 Doombot and tanking with Dr. Doom. This kills the mesh. And they could probably play him again in a turn. They just need a land. They got a treasure there. Oh, roaming throne. Look, it's my Dr. Doom roaming throne. Villain! Yeah! The claw! They could technically redirect one of these, but it would cost them 5 life. It would make me discard. Because this is target player for some reason. Why, dog, why are you target player and not target opponent? This being an artifact creature is nice for Dr. Doom. Okay, so they are going to redirect one of them. Okay, I have to reveal 2 cards. I will reveal Villainous Hideout and MODOK. I will discard Villainous Hideout. And now you. And now they used up their treasure, which means they're less likely to be able to get Gilgamesh out. All right, Arsenal or Vengeance, Arsenal. And I'll swing in with all of these. You think Claw's the kind of guy who would shoot himself in the foot for no reason? Ah, okay. Flavor win. Got it. So we got to double draw off Doom. Iron Crag. Okay, they might be able to get Gilgamesh out next turn. consider myself very lucky. They do not have a creature here. They had Soulstone, but they wouldn't have enough mana to, like, animate it and do other stuff. I think they're just dead. I'll say hello. I'm ready to brawl. Come on, Gilgamesh. Let me take the final swing. Let me commit my final act of villainy, pressing space bar. Okay, well, they're not gonna let me. They Alt F forward or closed the app without conceding first. So we'll fast forward to the end. And they've run out of ropes. Who's really the villain here? Me and my agents of Hydra, Dr. Doom, Doombot, Doom Variants, and Claw. There's also like a big spooky thing. Or them, the Salt Roper. I think that, you know, our villains are doing a good job. You know, Dr. Doom, sometimes he's doing good by oppressing people, but he's doing it by the rules and laws that he has established for himself. Oh, great. They get one more rope, and then I get to attack them. Yeah, they're really just giving me enough time to do my villain monologue, as somebody said in chat. I shall take this world and reform it in my own image. There will be Doombots patrolling every corner, and I will get to attack you? Nope, their face just explode. Dang. Boomy Unleashed can take additional combats by hitting face, untapping your lands, and swinging in with all of them again. I have a very slow hand here, but I do have direct removal, which is kind of nice. That said, I think it's just too slow. This gets me a cheap thing, and this gets me a plan. Let us conspire to defeat Boomy! God, he's so cool. I will play Doom reigns supreme here. And swing in for 2. I imagine I have a ton of earthbending cards. Probably playing a bunch of Toffs, too. Oh, Innkeeper's Talent. That's just a good card. I will name Villain. Not that they'll have counter spells, but still. Villains! Yeah, my plan. I'll get you one day. I'm plotting for world domination. Yay. Hello? Opponent? Alright, there we go. They're tapping and upgrading their Innkeeper's Talent. I guess if you double that, you have trample, but the lands don't have trample, right? No, okay. I'm going to play Robot Domination and continue my swings. Now, if my creatures go to the graveyard, I should get some card advantage. I'm a little distracted because I'm thinking about getting some tickets to go see a Red Sox game. Or a lot of Red Sox games. So the Red Sox, after beating the Yankees 4 times in a row, started doing well. It's really weird. Yeah, they're on like a 14-game win streak. Alright, Boomy is getting protection. I have my Hero's Downfall. And also my Requiting Hex. So I think I just chill here. Yeah, the plan I think is kill Boomy, maybe. Never mind, it's kill Ouroboros, and I guess double block the Restless Ridge? Oh wait, oh now it's too big. And it has Ward, and I can't currently get through that Ward. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is such a must kill card. You get me a treasure, right? Okay, so treasure after the first block will let me kill the ridgeline. So this will untap. I get my treasure. I get to draw a card. Wait until the ridgeline attacks. Boomy can't attack in the extra combat unless you turn him into a land. Right, that's the infinite you can do with them with like a Shaya. All right. Do I need the life gain? I feel like I'm mostly going to be chump blocking anyway. The land has returned. A villainous hideout. And we're going to take off our mask. For such villainy! We draw, we discard. I'm going to discard the Solemn Simulacrum. A creature will go to my graveyard that will draw me a card. Now, without any land creatures, unless they pay to animate this, I'm in a slightly better spot. Slightly. Oh, please don't kill her. Oh, nope. Earth Rumble. Plus a fight. Oh, you can choose a different creature to fight. Rip Madam Mask. My robot domination triggers. And now I get... Ooh, look at all these robots! Wait, do I get to steal a spell here? Oh my god, Doom Reign Supremes. I've never had it trigger just at random times. Wow, there was literally only one spell and 5 cards. Alright. Well, guess I'll just take some extra damage here. Lands will get untapped. I'm not gonna block all 9 damage from that. Yes, my plan for world domination begins with 1 Mossborn Hydra. Honestly, legit, this card is great. They get their extra combat. Watch them have like a fire magic here. Earth Crystal. More scales stuff. Okay. Landfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's nothing here that would greatly increase that damage. I could technically connive. Nope. Doom it is! Nice. Now I can ignore ward costs. Ow! Rude. What bristle in they backwoods? That was cool having one plan trigger the other, though. I liked it. I liked it. Tanook can also ping me, but since they already played a land this turn... Oh, instead it's the boulder ready to rumble. Gonna do a little bit of earth bending. But I think we're gonna be doing a little bit of opponent bending by swinging in with everyone. Overrun by my robots. Beautiful. I have once again saved the Earth from earth bending. Or doomed to the Earth? A little bit of both. Thanos, the Mad Titan, a 5-color commander that can snap away half of the creatures in play. I believe that many of my cards, yes, they will die. But you know what? That's all right. Thanos is playing a 5-color good stuff strategy most of the time, but maybe we'll get lucky and they'll actually be playing villains. Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if they were playing villains? Wouldn't it be cool if we were villains? Doom reigns supreme. The Soul Stone. Oh, very thematic for Thanos. Very thematic. I will name villain. Shouldn't be a surprise. And I could play the Unstoppable Slasher, or I could play a villain. I actually think it's better to play the Slasher. They don't have a creature in play, and this is one of those cards that's in the deck because it's incredibly good in black. It fits pretty well with the other villain cards we have. And it makes me desperately wish that Outlaws had villains in their typing. I will swing in with the Slasher, dealing quite a bit of damage. And then I'm going to go for Signet Overlord. Saying like, Amy, why aren't you playing these? Because I need to find more stuff. Wow, you sure did mill my lands. And also my Soulstone, my Terminus. Arcane Signet means they could play and snap next turn. Or they could just play it this turn and do it whenever next turn. Oh, Cecil! Nice. I'm going to just cast Electra. Not going to bother sneaking her. To get rid of Cecil. And swing in. By the way, this is just a worse Chupacabra, but it is a villain. This sneak is so rarely relevant unless you were built around it that it feels wrong and bad. It feels like, guys, why only power 3 or less? Even the Fire Nation Drill hits more than that. Fire Nation Drill, by the way, not a villain. Super Shredder, not a villain. Fire Nation Drill, not a villain. Nobody in Avatar is a villain. They have destroyed a lot of my permanents. Rude. There goes my ramp. From Zemo to Hemo. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll die off Phyrexian Arena. You know I'm gonna die in at least one of these games from Dr. Doom drawing me a card. And if I don't, I'm gonna be kinda sad. Ooh, Aquazots. I do have removal that can hit that. Robot Domination. Cool card, bro. Cool card. I will exile Aquazots. Yeah, Zemo to Emo. That's him! You're telling my guy to get lost. I'll drop Robot Domination, even though it could be fun, so I can get closer to Dr. Doom. And you can't even bring her back with Alacia. You can't even bring her back with Alacia. You can bring her back with Terra, though. What's up, man? Yeah, you're gonna gain life. Now, if they choose even, Dr. Doom does not die. But his little Doombots do. Okay, a Bitter Triumph. They draw a card, lose a life. I feel like Dr. Doom could have had lifelink. Oh, Cloak and Dagger! Oh, that's a fun one. Oh, they can hit tokens? A lot of cards in the set actually say non-token. So would you rather hit something in my hand or something in board? Okay, they're hitting one of my tokens. And then they're gonna give me a token? Kind of surprised they didn't order that the other way and be like, here, have the void. Are you a villain? He is a villain! Oh my gosh, yay! I want the cube! Yes! I guess I should have done this first. Roaming Throne. And we're going to swing in with our 2 indestructibles. This one has to attack. So I was asking, is a cosmic cube better than a tungsten cube? In my heart, yes. The void is naughty. Maybe this person just really likes their Marvel stuff. Artist talent. That will give them draws and discards. And they're going for Kentorius Canned. If they cast spells from exile, they will drain me. Oftentimes this discover is some good value. Sentry swinging in again. Thanos as well. I can take the hit. I don't want to get rid of Dr. Doom's indestructible yet. Super Adaptoid! Oh, this is fun. Okay, construct a Cosmic Cube first, because this is a villain and I want it to connive. I'm going to have it take the Flying, Indestructible, and Vigilance from the Sentry. Which gets me a villain! Alright, in you go, you two. Who would win? One Super Adaptoid or the Sentry? So now that this is indestructible, Doom is also indestructible. Tablet of Discovery, great card advantage, and mana. Ow. You like that this Thanos is actually built using some snap stuff? Is it? I mean, it's got this, like, fun stuff in it. This is definitely somebody playing fun cards. I want the cube. Alright. They are snapping! Thankfully, I am left with a blocker. Do I think I could steal an answer from them? Very possibly. Because this is off by 1. Rip. Missed Strucka. Right now, Dr. Doom is going to be what kills me, but I do have a bunch of lifelinkers in the deck, and I'm hoping I can find one. Oh, that would be very funny if I could kill them off that. I don't think I can. Yeah, I need to find an answer off Black Cat. Wait, he has lifelink? Oh my god, he has lifelink. Okay, never mind, we're fine. I can swing in first and then wipe the board. Yeah, okay. Attackers, the Adaptoid at face, the Void also, Kentorius here. Oh yeah, and Cloak and Dagger also has lifelink. Duh. Silly me. Do I feel like I need to swing with the Dr. Doom? It's free, whatever. I don't think they'll have a hasty creature. They ain't played no boots, right? And that gives me, like, do I want to go for Black Cat or do I want to Wrath villainously? I want to Wrath villainously. Stupid tapped critters. At least Super Adaptoid now is one heck of a guy. He's got Vigilance, Flying, Indestructible, Death Touch, and Lifelink. I love text. Okay, so they're eroding my villain token because it's the only thing I have here that's not indestructible. I think they were mostly just doing that to cantrip, though, off artist talent. Yeah, having a board wipe in your command zone versus everybody's indestructible. Here's Thanos! Ooh, okay, artist talent. Increase that non-combat damage. Eventually, Weathermaker will be a problem. I'm gonna play Black Cat. See if I can steal something that maybe gets rid of Thanos here. Okay, Jekt is funny. Annie joins up. Ooh, Annie joins up. Annie joins up! No, wait, it would make me lose 2 life there. Alright, never mind. The claw first. Let me hit the 2 cards in your hand. It wouldn't kill them. Okay, land. I'm then going to... Target a creature's mana value 2 or less. No, I don't have to do this yet. Okay, so I can use this to gain life. Does anybody else have text I need? No, we've already gotten all the text in play. But I can use this as an emergency gain 2 life. I like this Battle of Villainy. It takes 3 counters, and then you get a Lightning Bolt on Weathermaker. Weathermaker's a very good mana rock. Yeah, sometimes, like, playing these lower-powered decks in Standard Brawl means you can have some cool back-and-forths. You think the Sentry's being mind-controlled by Thanos? No? Okay. Beza. I do have more cards in hand, I have more creatures, and I did have, I guess, more life. I don't need my emergency life gain yet. Let's just take a little look here. What do you got? Ah. Captain Marvel is a bit of a bigger issue. She has Flash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, they can flash her out here. Menace. Okay, sweet. So they're doing this now, which means that I should be able to... Oh, wait. They had enough to power her up, too? Oh, damn. Oh, right, because they have all those mana rocks. So now they have even more indestructible creatures. Huh? I guess it's the same. This has Menace and... yeah. So may as well increase these. I could hit Thanos. I could hit Beza. I do have exiling spells, but I already used it, right? Yeah, I used the Arch Enemy's Charm on the early Akazots. That was a good draw. Now let's see if I can get a good draw. I wonder if Dr. Doom's in their deck. I kind of feel like it's going to be. If this game goes long enough, I'll get to control their turn, though. Oh, that would be so cool. No, my villain! I mean, if they're running Phyrexian Arena and all this Marvel stuff, I think they totally could. Control their turn. That is evil. It would make me pretty happy. They can sacrifice a token to draw. They have 19 cards left. I have 23 cards left. Exile! No, this is the only thing that's been keeping me in here. Okay, I think I might be dead. Because the most I can do is gaining 2 life. And this is going to drain me for 3. And then they have 11 more damage. My defeat was inevitable. It says so right on the card. GG, Thanos. Brawl Crackling Wit. They're going to be making some otters and storming off. My deck does have some Planeswalker-specific removal because this deck is pretty weak to Planeswalkers. It is hard to deal with them other than killing them, and the value they create is more than the value that random villains create. Somebody's asking, do I ever play ranked? I played ranked during one of the event queues. I got to Mythic. I saw what it was like. It was exactly what I expected it to be. I uploaded some videos. The videos didn't do very well, and now we're right back to having fun. And there's also no ranked equivalent for this deck, because this is a standard Brawl deck. Behold, the terminus of Returnimus! It's Soulstone. Yeah, Prismari, like, the Prismari spells are so good. Yeah, let's play a couple villains. A common crook. Ooh, yeah, very scary. And a super adaptoid who has no text to get. Something I found out that made me kind of sad about super adaptoid with all of the like otters and Corey Steelcutter tokens floating around is that you cannot steal prowess with this card. It is one of the keywords it does not have listed. Oh, they dreamed of lasagna. They surveilled one, drew a card. They put an unable to scream in the graveyard. Okay, I gotta take a little looky-loo here. What do you got? Fire magic! Thunderbolt's conspiracy! Alright, they got Resonating Loot, 3 steps ahead, and Consult the Star Charts. This will give them huge mana. These would let them use the huge mana. Let's see. I'm gonna hit Consult the Star Charts and let them have that counter spell. So Thunderbolt's Conspiracy brought these 2 back with Finality tokens. And also, they're now also heroes. I think that's the first time I've successfully cast a Thunderbolt's Conspiracy, so I'm happy. We want to play Dr. Doom before combat, because Super Adaptoid will steal his Indestructible, and now they're holding hands. He's indestructible, you're indestructible, so they're going to hang out together. Until they, like, I don't know, bounce it, because there's, like, River's Rebuke in the format. Also, you have, like, 20 mana, but only for instants and sorceries.
I'm an otter. Thanks for the helping paw.
We know they have 3 steps ahead, but not the mana to cast it? No, they do, right, because it's doubled. A plan? See if this gets countered. Plans also give Dr. Doom indestructible. And it makes more villains. I'm gonna throw everybody at Brawl. As I said before, can't steal prowess. I've already stolen, I think, every relevant keyword here, which is to say none of them. They could still cast one of these just to get a little more loyalty. And if the common crook dies, because it has a finality counter, it does not go to the graveyard. Sorry, robot domination. And it doesn't get a treasure. What? Oh, I guess I just had too much damage. Okay, cool. I was gonna try to show off the synergy of, like, milling myself and drawing off the domination. That would have been fun. The Serpent Society. I also have a Serpent Society deck. It is a Death Touch deck. And if their Death Touchers die, so do my creatures, especially my non-tokens. They get sacrificed. And if I want to kill the Serpent Society, it'll be a bit of a toxic take. I am going to just kill this radioactive spider who sat down beside her. Because if I wait until the Serpent Society's out, it's going to hurt even more. I guess I could technically wait to see if they play, like, a very strong Death Toucher here. No, this is fine. What's up, Osteomancer Adapt? You're a cute Death Toucher. I could use some Death Touch myself, you know. Yeah, the whole, like, sacrifice part of this means it's pretty tricky to get around it with Indestructible, which is, like, our shtick here. It's a squirrel alert. Squirrel alert. Requiem Monolith. Is that also reanimation? I remember there was something funky about this. No, I remember what this was. There's like a very weird combo of cards you can do with Requiem Monolith. Dealing damage to your own creatures. Or dealing, you use the thing that deals like 100 damage to a creature. And you have this used on it. Super Adaptoid. I think we can just trade with the Osteomancer Adept. Draws them another card. Gonna use Patchwork Banner here, naming Villain! That's pretty nice. Chthonian Nightmare and Distracted Botanist. Serpent Specialist, a villain. You could work for me, you know. Funny card draw. I could either go for the guaranteed ramp here, or a mix of things. I want a mix of things. Black Cat, Cunning Thief, what do we got here? I bet they have some, like, bites and fights. Oh, it would be really thematic if I took this. I want to be too evil to stay dead. You also reanimate things. Not dead after all. I'm sorry, I have to read. Servant of the Stinger is, I think, a great one. Nature's Rhythm, if I take it and cast it, they would get it back. Not a villain, but he's villainous. If they attack with the Serpent Specialist, I will happily try to trade here. Even if, yeah, they're going for more card draw. Because I want to make sure that they have as few Death Touchers as possible, so I can actually build out my board. Go for it, Sweaty. You get lots of card advantage. And soon, so shall I. Virulent Emissary. And I saw they had a whole bunch of sacrifice cards out there. Oh, I ended up drawing a land anyway. Servant of the Stinger. And a Solemn Simulacrum. Agents of Hydra would be one of the better things for me to drop. I gain a life. They're scrounging. I have to sacrifice a non-token creature. Okay, this one. They're gonna grab their radioactive spider. I wonder if they have any spider heroes in their deck. They could be running Gwenum, since this is standard Brawl. What? They killed the spider. Like, I get why they did it. That's a funny piece of tech, but aww. Is this standard Brawl? Sure is. I guess I'm just gonna hold for the Thunderbolts conspiracy here. Old honest Rutstein, who are you gonna grab? Gonna discount those creatures and bring a critter back. I took all the graveyard hate out of this deck. What conspiracy will it be this time? Wait, isn't Zemo the one who started the Thunderbolts conspiracy? Yeah, there he is in the art. But look, guys, we're reformed. We're good guys now. I know that would have been great to have out, but I drew a Villainous Wrath, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to wipe the board. Yeah, we're the good guys now. Wink! See, I'm a hero. And that's a frog butler. That's a frog butler? Yeah, alright. He's gonna go to exile. That's fine. Again, I have a Villainous Wrath. I take 4 damage. I'm gonna take a little peeksy poo here. You've been drawing all those cards, and what for? An Undying Mouse, is that the only one you have? Or is that just them trying to be proactive? Alright, so if this dies, it will come back. So I'm actually gonna play the Dr. Doom here. They're gonna sacrifice, which causes Dr. Doom to die. But because he's a villain, he'll return as a hero! Noxious Newt. Is this how Doomsday is gonna end? Oh no, Dr. Doom died again. That's okay. I have 3 Doom bots. I'm feeling alright about that. He was a human scientist villain hero. Yeah. Like, good for him. Want to use that monolith? Because now I don't feel I have to be on the defensive as much. I feel I can start swinging in more. Oh, Dragon Sniper. It's just a good card. I wonder if they were just going for, like, monolith value here. Or just, I need more Death Touchers so I can make you sacrifice stuff. Honest Rutstein drawing them a card. And this reanimates, right? Yeah, on the backside. kind of nice against this ability. Yeah, because they're all tokens. Yeah, part of why playing something like this in Standard Brawl is so fun, though, is, like, genuinely, you see so many commanders that you would not otherwise see. And I think that's really great. Anyway, let's swing in with my Doombits. Shame they can't come back. They're tokens. I sacrifice nothing! Doom! Of the Doctor variety! Robot domination. Another villainous plan. Can make more tokens for me. I have to, like, read this. Okay. Cool. Yeah, my Doombits. Ah, no, I gotta sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker of my choice. And then they're gonna bring something back. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice Dr. Doom. Because the Thunderbolts conspiracy is still happening. And Dr. Doom is doing some good in this world. Is the Thanos copter in a set? No, it was in Jumpstart. Each time you kill me, you only grow my army. What do you mean he's too evil to stay dead? No, he's not. Virulent Emissary. And Roll Zarek.
My office hours are now open.
Would you like to bring back a little guy? Make me discard? Or simply surveil? Okay, they're bringing back Dragon Sniper.
At a word, they come running.
If they let me keep getting enough robots, eventually when they go for like a monolith thing, we can go for a kill. Because that's not a May if that once they put it online. Move my commander to the command zone? Yes, because it would be exiled. Well. Could I have swung first? To avoid killing Doom? I'm honestly leaning into Doom dying now. Because it's lethal. Too many Doom bots. I had lethal. I actually thought I was off by one because I thought Dragon Sniper had lifelink. No, it has a bunch of other keywords. Quandrix, the proof. They are going to be cascading, ramping up to 6, and then getting free value on every cast of an instant or sorcery. I'm very happy I drew land there because I kept this hand because it has this removal. Into the Flood Mob bounces one thing, Unsummon bounces one thing, this draws cards, this bounces everything. Wow, this person's deck seems very unfun. Well, I will tolerate it as best as I can and watch my things get boingoed. Now, this card, unfortunately, if they bounce it, it'll just keep resetting all of its keywords. Anyway, Villainous Wrath is unlikely to do anything. I took out the better Wraths in this deck and added this one in because it's thematic. We're being villainous. This is my Dr. Doom's Doomsday plan. Here's the plan, everyone. The plan is we play villains. What's wrong? You don't want to unsummon my Super Adaptoid and Agents of Hydra? They're just jealous. Lessons from life. They get to ramp. This is Harmonize Plus. They should be able to Quandrix next turn. I could just get a plan and put it into play here. We got Robot Domination, Construct a Cosmic Cube, and Doom reigns supreme! Well, I mean, it's his plan. How could it possibly go wrong? Can this deck stop doom scrolling? All it does is doom scroll. They're ramping. Getting that Ice Till Explorer. Putting more lands into play. Kind of surprised they didn't just play Quandrix. I can kill Ice Till Explorer. I'm going to try to kill it in a different way, though. By using Nowhere to Run. Save the Feed the Cycle. Or the Quandrix. Overlord of the Balemark. Not a creature. But hopefully finds me a creature. Or we got the Masters of Evil that I discarded before. And Whiplash, who's just a 1-drop. I'll go Masters of Evil. Ah, the proof of traveling chocobos. Lets them play lands off the top and doubles up landfalls. Well, landfall is good. And when in green, do as green does. They got a Terramorphic Expanse. Would have been good for that Ice Till Explorer. And they still have these 2 bounce spells. They could cast one of them. That's 1 mana. And I could set up for that indestructible thing here. But I'll be honest. I don't think it's worth it. I think that with these bounce spells... Are you going to rescue Traveling Chocobo? I think they will. With these bounce spells, I just think that it's not worth it. Alright, so they're unsummoning their Traveling Chocobo. There are no 0 mana spells, really, in Standard. Not that they would put into that deck. There isn't, like, a cute cascade into a suspend spell. Boom! Villain, die. Look at me and my enchantments. Pest control. I could use some pest control. Okay, they cascaded into a Bramble Familiar. That is so fetch. I didn't get a 6th land. But I did get another villain to reign supreme. I'm going to attack in with my 2/1 token. And try to kill Quandrix and the other one. Again, they do have the... They do have Into the Flood Maw. And bounce off. Okay, great. How annoying. Well, at least I get to kill the Bramba. Quandrix, the proof once more. Auroral Procession lets them recur, say, Ice Till Explorer. Or, oh god, River's Rebuke. Okay, really hoping I get to go, like, land Dr. Doom, Doom reigns supreme, and I get to cast some of their spells for free. But I feel like that's not gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna bounce something. Oh, maybe not. All right, Lessons from Life. What did they hit? Ooh, Mossborn. Yeah, it kills things. Kills me. And they will be getting a landfall. Maybe doubling them next turn. Ah, my villain! I mean, it got discounted anyway. All right, let's see what I can get out of their deck. Doom is reigning supreme! Wow, I got extraordinarily unlucky. Look, you can bounce that back into your hand. My Dr. Doom roaming throne. I got a free elf! Yeah, it's a bargain, you guys. Let's see if I die to Mossborn Hydra this turn. Alright, so there's a Chocolina. Oh. Yeah, I died to Mossborn Hydra this turn. So Reach the Horizon will get them 2 more lands. And 2 more lands will beget a 128 power Mossborn Hydra. No, you don't need to do it again! I'm already dead! Sid, Timeless Artificer. While we'll be working with villains and artifacts, they'll be working with heroes and artifacts, because artifact creatures and heroes will grow for each artificer that you got. And dead artificer, too. I want to actually see what we have here. I wonder if there's many artificer heroes and artifacts that are artificers. World's Saddest Super Adaptoid. I don't want to play it yet. So they have Sid number 2, Sid number 3. I wonder if they're playing just one of each art, or if they're playing more Sids than that. He's a wizard. Super Adaptoid. I would like you to gain the power of flight. I think this is the first Sid deck I've ever seen. That's fun. I like that. Villain. Doom variant. Naming. You already know. Villain! They're like, what? Villainy. This guy does technically have a triggered ability. I have no equipment in my deck. There's a bunch of black villains that have an equipment sub-theme. I'm playing this guy because he's a 1-mana 2/2 legend. And like, yeah, he enters tapped, but he's a villain! We take what we can get here. What? Oh! You're gonna make my roaming throne, my beautiful chair, unable to scream? Entirely fair, I understand. So right now, these two are just kind of going off of the draw from the cycling. Villain. Yay! The more of these they cycle or self-mill, the stronger their artifact creatures and heroes will get. If they have any of those. You prefer it when your chairs aren't screaming? He's a golem villain toy. Alright, nah, that ain't worth it. Enjoy your little bug-a-bug. Yeah, it's like a T-Rex wearing the Doom hood. Do you not think that's awesome? T-Rex in a Doom hood? It's the Doomosaur. It's just Dr. Doom from another dimension? It is? Oh, I meant to actually play this first to give the indestructible. My bad! I forgot. That is Doom! Do you think it gets weird, like, riding on another version of yourself? Like riding on their back? Yeah, so I did not set up my indestructible loop there. That is my bad. Hopefully they don't take advantage of that here. So far, they're really seemed interested in cycling Sids. Oh, that's the sexy Sid. Oh, look, punished. That's all right. Doom will live forever. Oh, never mind. He's in witness protection. We got ourselves a mental organism designed only for killing. By the way, searching for this card in Arena is so annoying. I crave more. I can use Fountain Port. I can make a fish. Oh, what's up, King T'Challa? This guy's a hero! And he's getting some big buffing. And if I draw additional cards or they draw additional cards, they'll get to draw even more additional cards. Yeah, I think this goes very well with, like, the Sid cycling. Also, just, it's a good hero in these colors. I still want to build mono white heroes, I think, for standard Brawl. No, I need something better. This will trigger this, but, like, I'm going for it anyway. Also, I love paying life. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is pay black, whatever. Die. The slasher returns. Yet another board wipe. I can either go to make a fish, or I could just draw a card. I'll just go to draw a card. How much mana do I have? Hold up. I think I can kill them with Morlun. Morlun, who is a burn spell. Not just Morlun. The Mostalun! He's a vampire that exclusively eats Spider-Men. Mole Man, Moloid Master, replays your lands from the graveyard and makes Moloids, which mill yourself so you can get more lands in the graveyard. I have a board wipe, a bat, and a discount for my villains. Hello, Moloid Master. I will use my Deep Cavern Bat to hopefully interrupt your game plan here. Alright, Fierce Empath. Well, that finds Crater Hoofs. Good ramp. Good ramp. Landfall payoff. I'm like trying to think. Do they start with Badger Mole? I think they start with Badger Mole. But they have so many different options here. Interesting. Northampton Farm. I have not seen that played yet. I'll let you have a turn or two with Bill. Villainous Wrath could go hard. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with them building up their board, because then Villainous Wrath will make them lose a lot of life. But until they start getting lands in the graveyard, like, they're just gonna do other green stuff. Whiplash? Yes, please. I'll drop the Cavern of Souls. Look, I have lands in the graveyard and you don't. You can sacrifice the land, so, like, I get why it's in their Mole Man deck. I'm gonna go for killing Bill here. I wonder if they want to ride the Shoe Puff. That's like another Bill. They're gonna ride the shoe puff. On a shoe puff they ride. Dr. Doom. I will say decline, except Agent of Hydra. I do not need that right now. And I'll swing in with everything. Ooh, the claw. A larval scoutlander. Sacrifices a land to get 2 more, to get them more moloids. Yeah, right now I'm putting good pressure on, though. And I have an indestructible Doom. You like the claw in live action? Oh, what was he in the MCU? So I know that, we're getting our Doctor Doom in Doomsday. He was in Black Panther? Oh! Oh, he was in the first Black Panther, right? Was he the guy, like, dealing in vibranium? As played by Andy Serkis? We got him as Gollum. We got him as Claw. Fierce Empath. Oh, you might be forcing me into that board wipe here. Because Hoof will take me out just so easily. Stationing. Ooh, just 2 more. Just 2 more. I guess I might as well just attack with everything first. Since they can't kill all of the Doom bots. And they tapped a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Ah, it's so close to being able to kill them with the Wrath. Oh, wait, do you now die because you have damage marked? Oh no, because you only have 1 damage marked. Yay! Nice crater hoof behemoth you have. It is going to be very lonely. Lonely hoof behemoth. I like how I also just could have been like, yeah, if I have enough creatures in the graveyard or double the ability, make them discard it. I think they had enough cards in hand, though, that they'd be able to dodge it. Yes. He who hoofs alone. Pay 3 life. They have to block. The claw! A loot, cub. It's just too scary. Oh, G Mooney has made their memes more than dreams in chat, redeeming 69,420 Apple cores and earning my respect on today, a villainous day, a Doomsday. Alright, so Sapling Nursery, if they hit some lands here, and oh my god, they hit 3 lands, is going to make them some blockers. You know what I need here? I need a Moreland to do that 1 last point of damage. How dare you make yourself big enough that you don't die to my Electra? I'm so good at Magic the Gathering. Just like, so good at Magic. We have other ways to drain 1 life, but that was the best way. Raph and Mikey, troublemakers. This hand has such an awesome curve of villains. And yet, I don't think I can keep it that well, because I need to find removal for this guy. That said, I do have some filtering off of Zemo, so I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to hope that I find the instant speed kill spells, of which we have a few, so I can kill Raph and Mikey before they attack, and then maybe do it again. Turn 2, you go first. Overlord of Baelmerk, see if I can mill a villain. There's a villain that can get me a quicker clock than many other decks. The Claw! Do I want to race off the Slasher or filter? I might still be able to filter if I can find a 1-drop spell here. But I think the Slasher is one of those must-answer spells. It kills you in just a few hits. Can double spell this turn and connive. Yes, please. Let's see. I'll just drop a land for now. Typically, they don't kill you in one hit if they're playing standard Brawl. All right, so they're gonna use Roxanne to kill the Strucker here. It gives me 3. They can play Raph and Mikey this next turn. I'll swing in with the Slasher. They're going to get rid of Roxanne. Okay, great. This returns. I think it's Claw here. Show me 3 of the 4 cards. I would like to know what you got so I can take one away from you. They have, they have 7 mana next turn. Okay, Vaultborn, gone. This is almost online. Ugin! Oh, gosh, that was the other card they had. So they are exiling Claw. Really, Claw? Not Overlord? Not Terminus? All right. Into Hedron. Oh, because they get another one. You are such a problem, sir. Well, this would give me the most board presence, including some colorless creatures. So we go for it, and I'm going to swing at their face for 1. This will be gaining them life, because they can gain 3 life, draw a card. Look, I can draw a card, too. They gain 3 life, they draw a card. Here come Raph and Mikey, Troublemakers, which come with the Trumpeting Carnosaur. They map the Frontier. I'll just prevent 3 damage. Yeah, I have plenty of damage swinging at you. And I'll win the game. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars, and thank you, Dr. Doom, for dooming our opponents to play through our dastardly plans. I think that this is a really fun deck if you want to play some standard Brawl and you're not taking it too seriously. I originally had this deck as a control deck, and I'll be honest, it was boring. I changed it to be a villains deck, adding in cards like Masters of Evil, and suddenly the deck was fun. We're playing to the board, we're buffing our creatures, and we're using these Doom bots to take everyone down. I find that this deck, you could even make it have more villains in it. I have a couple like good stuff creatures like Overlord and Bat. You can add even more villains and make it more villainous. You could add in some of the like typal synergy cards from Lorwyn or Bloomborough that let you name a creature type, and you can go even deeper into that theme. But I think that this is the perfect balance of trying to win and trying to do something fun, and it kind of shows in a win rate. This was sitting at just about 50%, which is great for a deck that's playing cards like Thunderbolt's Conspiracy, a rare that you would only ever play in a villains deck, because unfortunately, there's not that many villains, because they're only in 2 sets. They're only in Spider-Man, and they're only in Marvel superheroes, which as we get more Marvel sets, this deck will only get better. In fact, I'll probably revisit some of the villain synergy when we get more sets. Some people have asked, why haven't I built the Doctor Doom and Loki, the ones from the Commander precons? And the answer is, Well, I don't have that many Mythic Rare wild cards, and many of the cards that I would play with those, including those 2 cards, are Mythic Rares that you would see play with in 0 other decks. You can play them as a discard-themed deck, but then you're just playing a worse Kefka, and if you're gonna commit to the bit, you may as well go hard. So, yeah, I went with Dr. Doom and Standard Brawl instead. Let me embrace the Doomsday theming in honor of the Doomsday trailer, and also get to play Dr. Doom. He's a really cool card. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you would like to suggest a commander for me to brew or update, since we've gotten through a bunch of these Marvel cards, please let me know in the comments. It's, weirdly, only a few weeks until the next set comes out. So if there's a Hobbit card you want to see, you can also let me know about that. Man, they release a lot of Magic cards these days. Well, thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.